Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our curious viewers, Rhythmic Mango 77. Thanks for the suggestion, Mango. You asked, why does music have different genres? If you've ever shuffled through your playlist and jumped from classical to hip-hop to Scandinavian pirate metal, you might have wondered, wait, who decided music should be sorted like this? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of music genres, where they came from, why they exist, and how they help us make sense of the endless soundscape around us. So, whether you're a jazz junkie, a metalhead, or deep into lo-fi beats to study and cry to, stick around as we explore the weird and wonderful world of musical genres, right here on Explaining Everything. Picture it, 40,000 years ago. You're a caveman. You find a hollow bone, blow into it, and invent the flute. You are now the hottest act in the Paleolithic party circuit. There were no genres, just thog, hit drum. Drum good, me dance. As human civilizations grew, music became more complex. The Greeks had lyres and drama. India gave us ragas. Indigenous cultures used music for rituals, storytelling, and vibe setting long before that word existed. But nobody said, this is lo-fi forestcore with ceremonial overtones. Genres weren't a thing until way later, mostly around the 1700s, when European folks started naming things classical, romantic, and please play this at my fancy dinner party. Humans love labeling things. It's how we make sense of chaos, whether it's our kitchen spices, our moods, or that one drawer in the house labeled miscellaneous that's actually just batteries and regret. Music is no different. Genres help us organize a universe of sounds. Without them, trying to find songs you like would be pure musical roulette. 1 second it's smooth jazz, the next it's Albanian speed metal. No warning, just vibes. Genres give us a shortcut. If you hear one moody indie track that sounds like it was recorded in a forest full of feelings, you can find more of that. No scavenger hunt required. They also make talking about music easier. Instead of saying, I like fast guitar songs that feel like a punch to the soul, you can just say, I like punk. Genres aren't rigid boxes. They're more like guideposts. They help you explore, discover, and maybe even stumble into a new favorite sound you didn't know you needed. Where you are, who you are, and what's happening around you, it all shapes the music. The blues was born in the American South, rooted in African American pain and resilience. Reggae emerged in Jamaica, built on rhythm, spirituality, and a little bit of rebellion. K-pop, that's South Korea's ultra-produced, ultra-polished pop machine. And we are here for the choreography. Different cultures equal different instruments, rhythms, and reasons for making music. It's why traditional Irish folk sounds nothing like Brazilian funk. And it's beautiful. Music reflects the soul of its environment, but it also travels. Once cultures started mixing through trade, travel, and later, the internet, genres began blending like musical smoothies. Genres aren't fixed. They evolve. Think of them like Pokemon, but instead of turning into Charizard, they turn into indie synth pop. Take rock. It came from blues, added some rebellion, some distortion, and suddenly we had punk, metal, alternative, garage, dad rock, and whatever genre the killers are legally required to be. And genres love to crossbreed. That's how we got electro swing, folk trap, pirate-themed EDM, and Taylor Swift's discography. Music evolves faster than fashion trends on TikTok, and yes, someone's probably already rapping over banjo beats in spacesuits. That's just Tuesday now. Okay, time to get a little cynical. Genres aren't just about sound. They're also about sales. The music industry uses genres to market artists, target fans, and build entire identities. Liked one sad pop ballad? Congrats! Here's 40 more, and a Spotify playlist called Alone But Aesthetic. Radio stations, festivals, streaming platforms, all of them rely on genre tags to decide what to play, promote, and sell. That's why you won't see a jazz trio opening for a screamo band. Unless it's avant-garde, in which case article. Even playlists are built on genre assumptions. You search chill vibes and get indie electronic and soft synths. You search beast mode and suddenly you're in a motivational montage from Rocky 19. Now here's the twist. Genres are kinda falling apart. Thanks to the internet, streaming, and music nerds on TikTok, the lines are blurring. Artists mix styles like it's a buffet. Listeners hop between genres without caring what it's called, just if it feels right. Younger fans especially don't ask, "What genre is this?" They ask, "What mood am I in?" Or, more accurately, "Can I vibe to this while I spiral emotionally and drink oat milk?" And honestly, that's amazing. Genres still help us find music, but they're more like suggestions now. Labels on a very messy, very fun buffet of sound. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new about why music has different genres, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about here on Explaining Everything.